Due to the visibility, we can see, we can see the pipeline appears to be in contact with the grout bag at this stage. ROV now start moving slowly. No sign of any visible movement on the pipeline, as the pipeline appears to be resting securely on top of the grout bag. ROV moving slowly. We can see on the starboard boom camera that the pipeline resting on top of the grout bag. And now at this location, ROV will stop again to confirm the 100% supporting of the grout bag at this stage. And still image has been taken at this location. Now the ROV continue moving. As you can see, ROV just pan left the camera at this location, and we have a good view at this stage. You can see the pipeline appears to be in contact with the grout bag at this location, and then we can confirm that the pipeline appears to be resting on top of the grout bag at this location. And still image has been taken, and positional fix has been taken as well on this location. ROV adjusting the booms, and we are ready to move. Continue moving ahead, coming to the grout bag at this stage. As we are arriving on this location, there's a gap of approximately 0.3 meters on the grout bag location. Again, the grout bag at this stage appears to be not supporting the pipeline. There's no sign of any visible movement on the pipeline, and the pipeline appears to be in contact, resting on top of the grout bag at this location. The grout bag appears to be giving a good support to the pipeline. Are we moving to the end of this grout bag, and we just pan the camera to the left. And from this view, we can confirm that the pipeline appears to be resting on top of the grout bag. Once again, the grout bag giving a good support to the pipeline at this location. As the ROV try to bringing the camera closer, ROV moving slowly ahead. We can see that the pipeline appears to be in contact with the grout bag at this location, and that is the grout bag providing good support. ROV continue moving slowly. Again, the pipeline still resting on top of the grout bag at this location. No sign of any visible movement. The grout bag on this location at KP 213.465 appears to be providing a good support to the pipeline. As the ROV now located on the grout bag location, at this stage, ROV just pan left the camera. There's a fishing net debris observed at this stage, and there's a fishing net debris observed at this location. We are unable to giving further observation. However, we can see a gap observed between the pipeline and the grout bag on the north end of the grout bag itself. As we can see, there's a ROV hazard observed. The fishing net crossing the top of pipeline and going to the west side. Next grout bag location, ROV will giving further observation. We're arriving at this KP 213.508. ROV pan the camera to the left. You can see a gap observed between the pipeline and the grout bag itself. You can see a gap of approximately 0.15 meters. 0.15 meters observed. We have a pretty clear view now on the separation between the pipeline and seabed, between the pipeline and the grout bag, and the grout bag appears to be not supporting the pipeline at this location. And the pipeline still suspended. ROV continue moving. We are now on the grout bag location. ROV continue moving. From this location, you can see there's a gap observed. ROV keep moving with this view. Again, we can confirm that the grout bag appears to be not supporting the pipeline with the separation of approximately 0.2 meters.